What's up, everybody? My name's Jance, and today we're going to be playing a Sacrificial Saprolings. Oh, and they didn't attack? What? Alright, bet. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, and then 2 from there. Sweet. So, Sacrificial Saprolings actually pretty good. Sacrificial Saproling deck. Almost called it Saproling, or Saproling? I think Saproling is what I used to say. Sacrificial Saproling. Try and say it right from here on out. So yeah, I just got to playing around the other day, and I was like, you know, what's a deck I can have fun with, and I haven't played in a while. Because there's a lot of decks that I played in the Guilds of Ravnica set, and I was like, really big fans of them, and I just never happened to try them out again. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. There's construction people that are working around the house today because whenever I set up internet here, quick little short story I guess, whenever I set up internet here it wasn't working. I tried calling the people, they're like, no, it should be working. Long story short, they're idiots and their internet was messed up. The line running from them to our house was messed up, so now they're having to dig, you know, put it in the ground, so had to go deal with that. Excuse me. So yeah, nonetheless, we'll get into the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and I'll quit. I'll quit with my reminiscence. Reminiscence? Is that right? Whatever. Yeah, and then we'll get right into our games. So, starting us off, we have Demonic Vigor. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. When enchanted creature dies, return that card to its owner's hand. So, this will be coming down on things like Priest of Forgotten Gods, on Sporecrown Thallid, on Poison Tip Archer, on Tendershoot Dryad, on Slimefoot. So a lot of candidates here for Demonic Vigor to go on. We have 3 copies of Fungal Infection. Just some easy combat trickery. Basically, -1/-1 to a 2/2. You get a 1/1. You block what is now a 1/1 with your 1/1. Everything's great. 1 second. Alright, so yeah, as I was saying, you play the Fungal Infection, you get the 1/1, you minus the 1/1 from whatever 2/2 is attacking, and then you have a 1/1 to face off against their 1/1 as well. So it's just some fair combat trickery for 1 mana. It works well against mono red, mono blue, mono white, so all of that, all those aggro decks. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Status Statue. For 1 mana, we can give one of our target creatures +1/+1 and Death Touch. Essentially, this will be going down on Saprolings most of the time. Say we're swinging in and they decide to chum block, we have a status in hand. Essentially, it's a 1 mana removal. Or, if we're not in a situation where we can sacrifice one of our creatures with the Death Touch, or they're just not taking the bait really, we can always just pay the 4 mana and destroy a target artifact, creature, or enchantment. So, Statue actually has you know, a wide range of things it can hit. I think actually the only thing it can't hit is Planeswalker, so, you know. But there's downfalls to everything, so. Moving us along, we have 2 copies of Costly Plunder to help with our card draw. We have 2 copies of Priest of Forgotten Gods to sacrifice out. All of the Saprolings will be spawning up, and then, you know, drawing cards, gaining life, and getting mana. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Priest of Forgotten Gods does not gain you life. Let me retract that. It deals 2 damage to your opponent, gives you 2 mana, and draws a card. For some reason, I was thinking of Slimefoot. Don't ask me. Getting way too ahead of myself. Alright, so, moving on from Priest, we have 2 copies of Fungal Plots, a card that I've not seen as much as I think that I should have in these Saproling decks. It's really good. So you pay 2 mana, exile a creature card from your graveyard. So we're going to be exiling things like probably the Sporecrown, the Deathblooms. They can go, you know, just some of the smaller creatures that we don't plan on getting back. Hell, even a Slimefoot would probably be fun. So yeah, and then we create the 1/1, and then we can sacrifice 2 Saprolings, gain 2 life, and draw a card. So excellent effect there. We have 3 copies of Saproling Migration. 2 mana, we can either get down 2 Saprolings, or for 6 mana, we can get down 4, which is most of the time the route we'll be taking. We have 4 copies of Sporecrown Thallid. Each other creature you control that's a fungus or Saproling gets +1/+1, so all of our Saprolings get +1/+1, and then furthermore, cards like Slimefoot, Tendershoot, and Deathbloom. I was about to say, I know I'm missing one, and Deathbloom Thallid will all get, you know, a little bit stronger. Moving on down to Deathbloom, speaking of which, 3/2, whenever it dies, create a 1/1 green Saproling. Fair card, right? Now, there is another 3 mana card that you could probably use, and you actually may want to use it in this scenario. The 3 mana green Saproling card, which is Yavimaya's somewhere. Yeah, there it is, Yavimaya Sapred. It is another really, really good 3 mana card. So like if you can squeeze it in, if you want to try and take something out, works great because it gives you 2 creatures immediately with it. So that's, you know, that's a priest of Forgotten Gods play. And here comes the power tools. So we'll try and get through the deck tech, and then we may record the matches later. Moving along, we have 3 copies of Slimefoot the Stowaway. Whenever a Saproling dies, or a Saproling we control, sorry, that is important, dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent and gain 1 life. And then for 4 mana, we can create a 1/1 Saproling. So, kind of, I'm not going to say he's like the anthem of Saprolings, because that's kind of Sporecrown, but he's like the mother base for Saprolings, right? Then moving right along, we have 2 copies of Spore Swarm. Catch our opponents off guards, creates 3 1/1 Saprolings. It does come down to instant speed, so that's excellent. We have 4 copies of Poison Tip Archer, as we're trying to let our Saprolings die, right? We're trying to sacrifice them, we're trying to kill them. And then, of course, every time one of them dies, our opponent will lose 1 life. So if we have Poison Tip plus Slimefoot down, then our opponent's losing a whole lot of life every time a Saproling dies. Then we have Vraska, Golgari Queen, most of y'all know the Planeswalker, and then finishing us out is Tendershoot, which creates a Saproling each turn and gives them +2/+2 as long as we have the City's Blessing. That's going to do it for the deck take or the deck breakdown, and then we'll jump right into the matches come later. Alrighty, here we are in game 1 up against Chuck. Just good old Chuck. That's actually a decent starter hand. We'll have plenty of creatures to sacrifice with Priest. If we can get 1 more mana, we can go ahead and cast down Spore Swarm as well. Fungal Plots, I'm digging it. Our opponent's probably playing mono red here. Let's wait and see what they do. We don't really need Fungal Plots down yet, as we have nothing that interacts with it, so... Bashino Pyromancer, that's going to get infected. Then Wizard's Lightning to my face, sure. So he's going to deal 5 damage this turn. That's alright. Then honestly, I just want to... Yes. I want a Fungal Infection my own Priest. So... Then on my next turn, I can sacrifice these 2 and draw a card and all that good stuff. Okay, so we have enough for Spore Swarm. Let's go ahead and tap. Oh wait, cancel. Tell you what we should do first. Swing in with the Saprolings. Then we want to tap. And target, and submit, and sacrifice. And it's fine that they don't have a creature to lose. I'm just in it for the card draw and everything. Okay, so we actually have 6 mana right there, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down our Saproling Migration kicked, and that'll give us more fodder for the sacrifice. So it's moving along kind of nice. We can also get down Fungal Plots and sacrifice 2 Saprolings, gain 2 life, and draw a card, which is excellent up against this mono red, so... Especially considering they seem to be getting a little flooded, shocking us in the face. Skewer the critics. They're just trying to go... Oh my goodness. They're going ham on our faces. Okay, so I do think it's fair time to throw down Fungal Plots. Sacrifice 2 Saprolings. Gain 2 life. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and do that one again. Actually, we should have attacked there. Sorry about that. That's a little awkward. We're not going to be using Priest this turn, so we might as well attack with her, and then we'll... So we missed out on 2 damage there. That is my bad. Now we have Demonic Vigor, which is going to go on Priest. Then honestly, I think we just throw down Saproling Migration here untapped. And next turn we'll have Poison Tip Archer down as well. Okay, so now we just sacrifice our Saprolings, so Goblin Chain Whirler essentially doesn't really do anything here. And our Poison Tip Archer keeps their Chain Whirler from attacking. So all's good right now. We do still have a Spore Swarm to get us some more Saprolings and get us some more life. Experimental Frenzy coming down. They hit a land and a shock? Something? Nope. Well, I'm fine with that block. Oh, they have first strike. I don't know. I'm playing retarded today. I know. Save your breath. I know what's going on here. Alright, so we'll bring them down to 11. Fanatical Firebrand. Hitting me in the face. To the face, to the face. So I think, okay. Skewer the critics. Light up the stage. Sure. Mono Red Mayhem is unleashing on our face. And Fanatical, sure. To top it all off. I think we kind of have to block here. I know we don't kill the Chain Whirler in this situation. Losing the Poison Tip was straight up retarded of me. But we do get a creature back from Deathbloom's death and play that down. We do have enough for Spore Swarm plus Costly Plunder. Let's play Spore Swarm first. We can make them sacrifice, but they'll probably sacrifice the Firebrand, right? Sacrifice 2 of our Saprolings, draw a card, gain 2 life. Say what? Let's just sacrifice 1 Saproling for now. Draw 2 cards. A land and a Slimefoot. The Slimefoot is excellent. Then I think we just attack in with everybody. If Priest dies, we get her back, so I'm not too concerned about her. Alright, so they're going to take 4 to the face. Sweet. We can still gain 2 life, so we're basically at 10. So can they do 10 damage to us in 1 turn? Yes, 100%. It's mono red. Yes, they can. Okay, so they must have some cards in hand that they can play with 2 mana. Pyromancer. Cool. So no lethal this turn, which means we do get to get our Slimefoot down, which means we should be fine. Slimefoot should really help us dig our way out of this situation. Oh, and they didn't attack? What? Alright, bet. Let's go Slimefoot. And the only thing they can do is tap out the Firebrands to kill the Sporecrown. That's their best course of action, of course. So I think here we do want to sacrifice 2. Ooh. Yeah, well, we can do both, so that's fine. Sacrifice 2 here. We'll gain 2 life, deal 2 damage. And then deal 2 more damage thanks to Priest. And then they'll have to sacrifice a creature. Ooh. not really what we wanted to see there. 6 mana. You know what? We can exile and get 1 back from Slimefoot, so I think that's what we do. So let's go ahead and spawn up another Saproling, and then we will exile a creature card. Let's exile the Deathbloom. And now we wait for their turn because we can sacrifice 2, but we want to be able to block. We want to be able to chum block and then sacrifice them, so. I think we got this one in the bag though. What is that, 4 damage? Maybe. They could very well have 4 damage here. Okay, so that's 4 more, so we have to sacrifice 2 Saprolings. As long as that last card in hand isn't some super strengthy hit, we should be fine. Just don't be another 3. Okay, yes, we got it. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So, Sacrificial Saprolings actually beating out mono red there. And we did it in such a nice fashion. So we'll move on to a game 2 then. Alrighty, here we are up against Lord of Unicorns, and we're not going to be keeping this hand as we only have 1 land in hand. Sure. Y'all know I hate going to 5 cards, so we'll just keep this hand. It's not terrible. Yeah, we'll keep the 3rd land too. It'll give us our Slimefoot. Alrighty. Probably not going to throw down the Saproling Migration, to be completely honest. Alright, sorry about that. So, basically the only thing that happened, I played a land and played Slimefoot, they played a land and played Skymarch, so I think this turn we're going to go Sporecrown and a Demonic Vigor on the Slimefoot. And this will make our Slimefoot big enough to actually deal some damage, and also give them back to us should they kill them. If we manage to get up to 5 mana, we'll have a Tendershoot, which works wonders with Slimefoot, right? Because there's a Saproling every single turn that we can use to kill off. So there's 4 mana. Not really digging the Costly Plunder, but we may go ahead and throw down Saproling Migration unkicked just so we have some creatures to either Costly Plunder or chum block to the Johnny. So we'll swing in with the Slimefoot again. We already got him down to 13, so we're doing a pretty good job of getting him down. Call to the Feast. Ooh, that's going to be rough. So that's going to make their Johnny really, really big. So we could either create a Saproling, Costly Plunder, and Priest, which I kind of like that better, right? We still have the 1 chum blocker for the Ajani. I don't think we're going to... Oh, we could very well swing in with Slimefoot here. It would require them to defend with everything, which still kills their Ajani. So I think we do actually swing in. There's a point to be made to not swing in so that way Johnny wouldn't have gained a counter and therefore wouldn't have been able to attack here. What are we up to? We're up to 5 mana though, right? They didn't attack with a Johnny anyways? That's dumbfounding. Alright, let's go Tendershoot then. We can swing in with the 4/4. I think that's what we do, and then we'll sacrifice them come their turn with Priest. Because you can tap Priest, you know, even on their turn to activate her. Sure, it builds their Johnny again and gives them a life, but we eventually have to get through the 1/1 life linkers. Alrighty, in turn, because it happens at the beginning of each upkeep. And we'll keep it there for now, just in case we want to chum block. Also, it threatens the Ajani's pride mates. Champion of Dusk, gonna deal what, 3 damage to themselves? They probably won't be attacking here. No, Sky March, okay. Well, that's fun. Target them, submit, sacrifice our Saprolings. Now we'll deal 4 damage to them, draw a card, get 2 mana. Not that the 2 mana means anything here. Alright, so we got rid of their other lifelinker. Got another priest, which is excellent, and got a Fungal Plots. I think we may just want to build our Saproling army for right now. Yeah, because right now we're only at a rate where we can get Fungal Plots down, just in case we need the life. I doubt we will. And then we'll skip it to their turn. Now we have 3 Saprolings. I want to get to the point where I have enough to, you know, activate both Priest and be fine. So, which we create 2 a turn with Tendershoot. So that's 1 Priest, and then 1 a turn with Slimefoot. So another Call to the Feast. They're gonna make it difficult. Alright, so we'll do 4 more damage here. Then wait, can't we just finish them off on our turn? Because they're down to 3. They don't get the lifelink from the vampire. We're not going to attack with our Saprolings, so we just run back what we just did, basically. Deal 4 more damage. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, and then 2 from there. Sweet. So, Sacrificial Saprolings actually pretty good. I do say so. And we're actually probably just going to cut the video there today. Not that whoa, excuse me. Getting some of those voice cracks from last night that I had. Not that I have work today, I'm actually off, but I'll probably record another one later on the road to Mythic, because y'all seem to respond very well to that video, and a lot of people enjoyed it. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, or rather for this video today. And I'll see y'all then. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this deck, future decks, past decks. For those of you that are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free, helps the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000, hopefully before the end of April. Might happen. But yeah, until either later today, tonight, or tomorrow, I'll see y'all. Peace. What's up, everybody? I wanted to take a quick second to thank everybody who stayed all the way through the video, as well as give a special shout out to all my patron donors for helping support the channel. If you too are looking for ways to support the channel, consider hopping over to patreon.com/DrSpelkin. Try to make sure all support given to the channel is returned to those giving.